Good day. So in this video, I am going to share to you two problems using the conditional structures. For the first problem is state there that create a C++ program to accept two integers and check if it is greater than or equal to 20. So first we're going to have a library which is include iostream. Then we're going to have a shortcut for this operation. So using namespace cd, and then main parenthesis, and we're now going to start our program. So since we're going to have two integers, so we'll use the n for our n means integers, num1 for our variable, num1 and num2. So this one is the declaration of our variable. So we're going to put here declaration of variables. So with that, we don't have initialize its value since our problem has no given value for its variable. So with that, we're going to have a cout so that the user can input the two integers. So we're going to have we're going to say this enter two integers. So we're going to have that, and then this backslash n for our new line, and then for that we have to have the cin so that it will hold the value that the users input two integers. So in this we have to put the num1 and then get a little bit and get a little bit down, then num2 and then that. So in that case we have now the cout and the cin, and then we're going to apply now the f or conditional structures, which is our f. So that goes parenthesis, and then since we have two numbers, so we're going to put the for the num1. So our num1 is greater than equals to 20, and then we have to have this double and, or it is a logical operation which states there that it must be both of them must be true, or else even if one of them is false, it will turn to false. So it must be both of them should be true, and then we are going to have for the num2. So our num2 is same to the num1. So our num2 must be greater than equals to 20. So with that, we're going to have that's our program. Next is we have to have this cout for this conditional structures. We're going to have a cout for this. So less than, and then so we're going to say this that the two integers is greater than or equals to 20. So that is our program. Then we'll next its opposite sides for the if, which is the else. So if the program is not accepts on its given condition, so it will turn out into this. So we're going to have the codes for else. So we're going to have a cout. So greater than, oh, less than, and then I'm going to have a double quotation mark. Then we're going to say this a one or both of the integers are not greater than or equals to 20. So we're going to have the return. Okay, we're going to have a return 0, and then we're going to have a review. First, our problem is create a C++ program to accept two integers and check if it is greater than or equals to 20. So with that, we're going to have to check declarations of our variables, and for our input here's our input, and then this cn is we put there the num1 and num2 that holds the value that the user enter, and then our f or the conditional structures, where it states there that if num1 is greater than or equals to 20, and also, and this double N is, or the error logical operation is, if num1 is greater than or equals to 20, so the possible output for this is this sentence or this text. So the two integers is greater than or equals to 20. Since our problem here is if we're going to have check if this is greater than or equals to 20. So else if neither of the two or one of those integers is not equals to 20, then our output for this is 1. Maybe one integers is greater than or equals to 20, or maybe both of the integers are not greater than or equals to 20. So that's how simple is how we're going to have this simple codings for C++. So now we're going to run this one. So first we're going to compile and file, then run. So we're going to say this a problem number 1, problem 1.1. So if we're going to say a 21 and 21, so the output here is the two integers is greater than or equals to 20, since the both 21 is greater than 20. However, if we're going to have a input with 21 and 15, so the output for this is 1 or both of the integers are not greater than or equals to 20. So our 21 here is one of it's greater than or equals to 20. So greater than 20, 21, and 15 is other one that is not equals to 20 or greater than 20. So that's how simple how it's run. So for that, we're going to proceed to another problem. So in this problem is we're going to have in this problem we're going to have this. So this is a nested if. So we're going to use a nested if. If else if, we're going to have a nested else if. So build a C++ program to read a temperature in centigrade, so, and display a suitable message according to the temperature state below. Nested if else. Okay, nested if else. Or switch case. So here in our program, we're going to have a message F and else. So for temperature, we have here temperature is less than 0, is we're going to have freezing, weather, and so forth and so on. So we're going to start with the library. So our library here, we're going to include same as the problem number 1. So include IO stream, and then we're going to have the shortcut for our cout, and then because however that calls our IO stream library. So names using namespace is std colon, then we're going to have the int main for its primary or the standard codings for this program. So we're going to start our program now with the basis. So in that case, we're going to have the float. Why we're using float? Yes, we're using float because we don't know if the user will input with decimals and temperature. So so since we did not initialize, however, we declare a variables. Declare variables. We have now declared the variable only because it is new. Okay, we're going to have a cout for that. So in that case, we're going to have the double quotation, and then we're going to input a temperature. Since the outline is going to wait at the input with temperature. So we are going to use a /n, which /n means that it is a n-line or another line for the n9. Okay, so n9 or new line. So in that case, we're going to have the cn that holds the value that users input on the code for the text. So with the user's input, so we're going to have the cn that holds its value, which is 10 or 10. So in that case, we are going to have the conditional structures. So we're going to start here with, since our conditional structure starts with temp is less than 0, so the arrow, let's put an arrow there. So let's make it to small letters since our declarations here is small, so you have to be careful on that. So okay. It is very easy since we have a ledger here, that indicates what we're going to next happen. Okay, let's go there. If that's the case, then let's get a braces, and for our cout, we're going to have a let's understand and then the quotation. So we have here the output for that. So the text will be freezing weather. Okay, freezing weather. We're going to copy that case, and then let's put it here. Then let's put the /n in case we can even put the /n there. And then, however, if that case is not yet solved, or if you have the other option for that, since it is for condition, if the condition is not being answered in this our first if conditional structures, and then the else if we're going to have. So for our else if, we're going to have this, we're going to have temperature that is greater than or equals to 0, and then we're going to have a double and over logical operation. So the states say that it must be both of them uh, true, so that it will be executed to its um, number. So temperature will be less than to 10. Okay, so we have there for our output, we're going to say so we have there the for Cout the will less than, and then that's our coding and double quotation, and then we're going to have simple here, and then let's put let's say this according to its given name. So very cold weather. So let me explain a little bit why we're going to have this. So first is our F structures. Its temperature is less than 0. If less than 0, it's not state there less than where it was. So it must be a less than 0 or even what 0.1 or 0.2 like that. So the output for this is freezing weather. So if it is not answered in our first conditional structure, is the second one will be prompt. So if the temperature is greater than or equals to 0, and then our logical operations, then the temperature must be also less than to 10. So it must be between zeros to 10 below. So the output for this is very cold weather. So if we want to have a faster transaction or coding for this, use the technique copy paste operation, which is we're going to have this at 10. I'm going to make this a 10 since our here is 10. So if the temperature is greater than or equals to 10, or if this is less than to 20, then it is a cold weather. Okay, let's copy this one. This is a cold weather. So we're going to put that one here. Okay, let's have this one. Okay, let's paste it there. So yeah, now we have so we are now in the third part of our coding, third part of our coding. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to have this one to make it short. 1, 2, 3. So again, we're going to have this statement here, our statement or coding to make our work faster. So here is 20 and 30. So 20 and 30. 20 and 30. Let's make it that one. So let's check. So if temperature is greater than or equals to 20, and temperature is less than 30, so the output for this is normal temp. So temperature is shortcut and temp. So we're going to paste that one here, normal and temp. So let's proceed to the other parts of our program. So let's copy that one. Since it is an nested if else, so after copying that one, so we're going to change this one to 30 to 40. So it is hot. So let's copy this one. Hot. So we're going to change this ones to 30 and 40. So let's say this hot. However, if our temperature is greater than or equals to 40, so it is very hot. Okay, let's copy this one first. Let's copy that one and then let's put that there. Okay, so our temperature we'll say this as very hot. So we'll copy that one and then let's paste it here. So it's greater than equals to 3 to 40. Okay. Before running the program, we have to check it first if we don't have any problems with our problem. So let's get back into its problem. Build a C++ program to read the temperature and centigrade and display a suitable message according to the temperature and state below. Nested if, else, or slash, so it may be nested if, else, or switch case. So here is our ledger here. So include IO stream using namespace std, declare variable, float our temperature, CL. So cout, input the temperature, then temp, and then if temp is less than 0, so cout freezing weather, so else if then it's greater than equals to 10. So greater than, so less than, or else if temperature is greater than is equals to 10, and then if it's less than, greater than, less than, greater than, equals less than, and then our last part is if the temperature is greater than or equals to 40, then it is very high. So we're going to save auto compile this one before we're going to run. So we're going to say this a problem 2.2, then run. So let's say we have a 40.1. So it says there it's very hot since it is greater than or equals to 40. So we're going to try again. Another, however, if we're going to put a 0.1, very cold weather. So if we're going to have another one, to run is we are going to have a -1. It is a freezing weather. So since our problem is runs and it states a good outcomes, so that is all for our video for this video. So thank you for watching.